All right, well, we are starting the Potawatomi Trail. And here is the first sign. The Pinckney Recreation Area, and the trail we're on is the Potawatomi Trail. So that's where the trail starts. So as you leave the sign, you go down a small hill, and then you enter the woods. Okay, that's my biggest pet peeve. They must be leashed. I can't tell you how many people I run across with their dogs and not on a leash. So anyways, you start on this little boardwalk. It's really nice. And we're barely into the hike when I see something the screwball might be interested in. All right, I'll show you the first signpost when we come to it. So shortly after that log, you come to signpost 2, and you can go left or you can go right. And we're right here. Here comes a bike. Morning.
Just in case.
So we want to follow this trail over to 9. Right there. Here we go. So the trail has a lot of puds. None of the hills are too long, but they are pretty steep in some cases. A little hill up there. This is where we came from. This is a mountain biking trail. The mountain bikers go clockwise and the hikers go counterclockwise. So today I'll be going about, I don't know, between 7 and 8 miles to the campground. And I've already seen 2 bikes go by me. You saw the first one. Just happened to have the video going. Where we came from. And as you're going north, you do cross 2 roads. First one is C2, next one up there is D2, this one. All right, you come up a long, gradual hill, come to some power lines, and the first bench. I remember one year I was really hot, and I had my long pants on. So I had to unzip the bottoms and roll up my sleeves. Today, I'm hiking in those same pants with the bottom zipped off and a short sleeve shirt. All right, let's get going here again. Just came down that slight hill. And we're going to go down a steep hill here. You can see the ruts over there caused by the bikes are at 1.16 miles. All right, well, look what I just came across. Screwball. Okay. Okay, we just came down a hill. Oh, guess what I found? Another one. All right. So we are heading down a long, somewhat gradual hill. We're now at mile 1.5. So just after mile 1.5, if you look to your left, you'll see a lake, and I'm sure we're going to be going over that lake eventually. So the bikes come up here and they go around the edge and then up that hill. See if I can go down here. It's a pretty long hill. So the mountain bikers at this point are doing a lot of pedaling in a low gear. Oh, look what I found on a web. See it there? Just hanging on a web. Yeah, it's still there. All right, I gotta put this away. This is getting steep. Goes pretty much straight down. All right, at mile 1.57, you come across this little stream. It's pretty low. Then you go up a little hill over there, and I think you cross a bridge and cross over the stream. Okay, at mile 2.18, you come to a bench, and you are now at number 9. So I think we want to go to 8. A bit tricky. When you get to milepost 9, you do not go towards 8 or 2, but you turn to the right at the bench, and now you're back on the Potawatomi Trail. There's a signpost right there. So that's where we're going. We're going downhill slightly and then back up, but this is where the bikers have to go through a real deep rut, and they're going uphill slightly. All right, at mile 3.36, you come to the bridge that crosses over the 2 lakes or ponds. Oh boy, that's steep. Yeah, and very unusual, but injury update. My right shin, it's like a shin splint that happened. But the same thing happened on the AT, and it went away. And my left foot kind of hurts from an injury I got 40 years ago while skiing. Tore a ligament. But hopefully both those things will straighten out. And I'm drinking water with LMNT in it because it is very hot today and humid. So I'm sweating like a pig. All right, well, just after that last update, you come to yet another bridge that crosses where 2 ponds go underneath. This one's a pretty long boardwalk. Oh yeah. Person has a nice view. Probably a lot of mosquitoes too. All right, 3.72 miles. You come out of the woods, run into a road, and it says shortcut straight ahead. I thought the shortcut went to the left, but we'll see. Just came from there, and at mile 4.15, you come to mile post, or post number 10. 11 goes that way, but the shortcut goes to the left at the Y. So make sure you go to the left if you want the shortcut. This is where we came from. And at mile marker 4.25, you come to an actual road that you have to cross, and this is on the shortcut. All right, so there's the road we just crossed, but now I see this new Potawatomi shortcut. I didn't think that was a shortcut that I was used to in the past. So this is a new shortcut that they cut out through the woods. All right, we're at 4.37 miles, and the shortcut, that's where we came from. Nice bench here, some nice rocks. That's the entire Potawatomi Trail, and this is milepost 11. So we're gonna go this way, I guess. All right, that's where we came from. You see those rocks right there? That's like a jump for the bikes. And then over here, the way we're going, we have to climb up there. That's another series of jumps for the bikes. Hello.
Hi, it's just me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
That's where we came from. And at 5.47 miles, you'll cross another road. There's a little parking area over there. So you come across here. Oh, that's Patterson Lake Road over there. Okay, at 5.74, you come to another boardwalk. All right, we just came down that hill, and at 5.94 miles, you come to another bridge that crosses those ponds. All right, at 6.15 miles, you see that post with an arrow on it. There's another post here. We are almost at Heartbreak Hill. It's just down that way, and then we turn to the left and go up that big hill. You know, like I said, you come a short distance, and here you turn left. There's Heartbreak Hill. And it's straight up, just like the AT, for a little ways. So at 7.05 miles, you come to that sign, and we're coming up to another road. Here comes a bike. Can you get by?
Howdy.
Hello.
Austin Powers and the Zamboni scene.
Yeah, that's it. All right, 7.12, you come to this road, and I think that goes right to the Blind Lake campground. But all this rerouting, they totally changed the Potawatomi Trail. You no longer go by the yurt, and you no longer go by the scout camp. It's really bizarre. So I'm pretty sure I go down this road maybe a quarter mile, and we'll be at the well and then the campground. All right, that's where we came from, and I was right. There's the water pump, and the campground is here, and there's a mini Heartbreak Hill, what I call a mini one. At the end of the day, you really don't want to go up even the slightest hill. And we're at 7.25 miles here.